Hello everyone, welcome back to another DanMachi Memoria Freese video. My name is D-Freezy. Here today we will be taking a look at all of the characters that just came out as part of the Date Alive crossover event. Hope you guys enjoy, of course. If you are new for more DanMachi, make sure that you do hit that subscribe. And that being said, let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about these units. Will you be summoning and things of that nature? I will turn around and do some summons because for one, I gotta make sure I get them as the collector in me, especially since I didn't really summon for the Elven Rondo type stuff, and it doesn't appear that there's a new character here as well. So I just wanted to cover this really quick to see if there was any sort of free-to-play character. It doesn't appear that there is. I could be mistaken, however. Anyways, yeah, I didn't summon for the Elven Rondo stuff. I had a lot going on, and I just took a break from producing content. I still played the game, but took a break from producing content on Memoria Freese, and I'm happy to be back. Oof, Dion welcoming me back. All right, so anyways, let's go ahead and, for one, I'll show you guys this. Again, there are the banners. So we do have, and I have not actually interacted with this series whatsoever, so it's cool to see that there's a crossover here. It's going to probably entice me to go ahead and actually take a look at some of these characters so I can relate with them a little more outside of the in-game story that they have going on. But nonetheless, they do have all of these characters. So we have 6 characters to review, and we will do just that. So, all right, let's go back, and we will go to the album. And to begin, it's always really easy for me to find them because they're always going to be the blacked out ones because there aren't many units I'm missing. But we are going to start off with Best Girl Ais. So, physical attack type. Okay. Double S's in strength and agility when maxed out. And dexterity has an S as well. 1500 physical attack is really good. All right, so her special, foes, dark physical attack with temporary strength boost and status buff. Minus 2 turns. Wow, okay. That's not bad. Buff remover for 2 turns. Minus 2 turns on the buff. That's good. So if you have like a buff that's only like 2 or 3 turns, you probably don't get, obviously you don't get the most value out of that. So that's really good. All right, first ability. Low dark physical attack and allies dark attack damage. Plus 25% for 3 turns. It is also an AoE attack. That is a very potent ability. That synergizes really, really well with the older dark units, and I'm guessing that all of these units, or a nice chunk of them, are dark units, which then would, by nature, make Ais pretty much a staple in a dark team, just with that ability right there. Bonus dark damage is going to be insanely good, while also, again, damaging the enemies. So it's not just like it's a static ally buff ability. So the second skill, Disintegrate. High dark physical attack with a temporary strength boost and max HP, 25% damage, poison 1 turn. Okay. All right. I like that. That's not bad. Just helping her do a little bit more damage. And then the last one is a single target high dark physical attack with temporary strength boost. There's like no reason to like, I would like almost never use Ruthless Sword. It's got to have less MP for me to consider using it and be against a single boss. I would like never use it. Strength, critical damage. Oh, nice. Crit damage is nice. That's really nice. Light resistance, agility, and dexterity, and then an endurance boost as well. So, altogether, she's not... I don't want to say she's your run-of-the-mill physical attack type, but by adding more elemental cards as they have for the last number of months, it does kind of add a little more viability to characters like her. She's doing a support role while also being able to do a ton of damage. So she's going to be very potent. And so far, again, just basing her off of the older dark units in the game, she basically becomes a staple. And the thing about that too, though, is that I will say there is that Halloween, I believe, Ais, and like she has some abilities too that you would want to consider on a dark team. So unless you're in war game, maybe you aren't able to do it because of the same character name. But nonetheless, just things to consider. So that being said, we're gonna go back. And we need to look at our next character. I don't know which ones are assists or adventurers though, but it looks like a lot of them will wind up being assists, maybe. Oh, by the way, there might be a... Oh, you know what it is? Hold on. I said this earlier, and I totally forgot. There is a free card. It's the duo card. Okay, I'm glad I remembered that. So let me actually take these, and then we'll go back over... Hold on, we'll go back over to the album as well. I have to consider... I totally forgot. I was looking at the event, and there wasn't one there, but there is the duo card. So I'm a few minutes late remembering, and some of you guys already probably corrected me, but we'll also review the duo card. I probably shouldn't have collected it because it's now filled in, but we'll see. Okay, so the new units are all the way at the bottom, as they should be, like all the other collab units. This game actually gets regular collabs. I really like it. It's had a number of collabs. It had the Kino's Journey one when it was newish. had the Crunchyroll Hime crossover, the Attack on Titan one, and here we are with this. So that's really cool. Physical attack type as well. A little bit less physical attack, but the ability ranks are basically the same, if not the exact same as Ais's actually. So SS, A, S, SS, A. All right, so a light type unit. Okay, so they are deviating from dark. So dark and light seem to be what they're trying to buff with these two characters, and then maybe this whole kit. Ultra physical attack with temporary strength boost. So very generic, I would say. The only thing that's not generic is the fact that it's a light damaging attack. High light physical attack with temporary strength boost and light resistance minus 30% for 2 turns. All enemies. Very good skill, especially for her and other light damaging units. We have Aerial Glint, high light physical attack with temporary strength boost, another generic move. That one also is not all enemies. It's a single target move. Final one, Sword Force, low light physical attack and allies light attack damage. Yep. So like that ability, I already talked about it, but this ability makes them basically staple units on these color teams. Well, not color teams, but elemental teams. Now, again, there might be other options to consider, like I said, with the double eyes thing. But you would strongly want to consider these types of units, even though the rest of her kit, honestly, like these first abilities aren't all that impressive. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not like crazy, like OMG, but like Sword Force makes a big difference. Let's see what skill she has. Strength, 15. Damage upon penetration. That's interesting. A pierce damage. And she also has dark resistance. So, okay. This is actually, this might maybe diversify the meta a little bit more for Wargame and stuff. That's really cool. Wargame is what I tend to typically go the deepest in as far as like playing. But hopefully that kind of diversifies it a little bit more. It's already gotten pretty diverse, I would say, but there are still always going to be those teams that you run into. Like recently when I got pretty high up, I started running into that Thunder team, and that was like insane. And I was like, oh, imagine like me having these units, but also not having the limit breaks in the units to make it even worth it. So yeah, there's some that I don't have and stuff like that. So maybe you guys have better experience though. All right, so it looks like this unit here is full single target. So double S's in magic and agility. Okay, so we're getting a lot of double S in agility. All right, ultralight magic attack, single target with temporary magic boost and ultra penetration rate. So that's going to combo very well with that piercing ability that I just saw from the other unit if she has this too. Magical attack with temporary magic boost and light resistance minus 20% for 4 turns, single target as well. She seems like it's just a boss killer for a light based unit, so not bad. I'm guessing that there are supports that, you know, adventurers or assists that do go ahead and buff light and dark damage, because we've been seeing those as well lately with the Hestia and stuff like that for wind and fire and stuff. So mid-light magical attack and self-magic boost 75. Yeah, she's your run-of-the-mill, I would say, boss killer. This is a very standard kit for those types of units, the 75% specifically. And then, of course, light resistance down. She does actually have an AoE skill. Wow, a lot of times they don't really wind up getting AoE skill off the top of my head anyway. A lot of times if they're first, like, you know, she looked like she was a single target only. But this actually makes her a little bit more viable in different modes because she can just spam that one in like Wargame or something. Yeah, so she does have the piercing ability. So that just makes her ultra penetration rate ability even better. That's what I was just talking about. She's going to do more damage upon penetration, and she has a higher penetration rate with the Metatron. All right, magic bonus, dark resistance as well. And then the last couple are endurance, agility, and dexterity for Rigid. And then a bonus damage towards spirits. So she's going to be a very potent boss killer. All right, and then we have Kurumi. And, oh, I was going to say, she's definitely balanced. I saw those triple double S's. She's definitely balanced. But the thing about double S is you have to also look at the number because it can be a little misleading. Because, I mean, double S ranges as low as 981 in Magic, for example, where it was just 1,300 and so on and so forth for the other units. So a nice distribution, agility, magic, and strength. I hope she has a nice set of kit. Ultra dark. It looks like she mainly does physical attacks, but she does have a heal, which is obviously going to be using that magical ability. Ultra dark physical attack with temporary strength boost. Very, you know what I'm saying, like generic. It's not anything special. Low dark physical attack with dark resist and agility minus 35%. Ooh, okay. So she's basically your replacement Halloween Eyes. I'd have to go back and look at Halloween Eyes a little bit more. But I believe that's the ability that she has, basically, but just better. all enemies. Again, don't quote me on that. I have to go back and double check. Allies, 15% HP heal. Nice. 15% of 2,500 at max limit break, right? And then no dupes is 1,400. That's a very nasty difference, by the way. I'd have to test that. I don't think it's like crazy good, but it's not bad. But she also does apply 35% HP regen for 1 turn, by the way. So I'll take it. Not bad. Not bad, because she's going to slide into your teams. And, you know, units that can do stuff like she does, where she makes your other units better, basically, and also doubles as a healer, that's very good value to me. Fast mid dark physical attack with a stun and ultra penetration rate. Are you going to have that piercing ability too? Yep. Only 10% though. Agility plus 35%, which is good. Light resist plus 35. Strength and, you know, a spirit killer as well, so boss killer. Not bad. Not bad. She functions differently from basically every other unit that we took a look at here. But she's kind of like that glue character, which is where a lot of times the balance types fall into. A lot of times they're like support-based units. This is the wrong Ais. Just really briefly. Generic main ability. Temporary strength boost and dark resistance. Okay, strength boost and magic. So, okay, so she's a magic debuffer. That's very valuable. That's very valuable. It just kind of depends, I guess, on the format you're playing in. All right, so let's take a look at the assists, because there are definitely assists. You know, there's always a new Hestia. There has to be. All right, so here we go. We have Hestia. All right, so I'm going to look at, when it comes to assists, you know, she's a strength-based one, also good for agility. But I got to look at her in different scenarios. So agility minus 8% and physical resistance. Oh, that's not bad. And it goes up to 10 and 15. Not bad. That's really, really potent for your physical units. We're just continually seeing the Chloe Lolo, not Chloe Lolo, the Anya right here, continually getting crept. Now, she's still, I believe, the best as far as just doing physical resistance at 20%. But there are units like Hestia that can come close and do another thing as well. So she's kind of just getting crept nowadays, but she's still really potent. I still use her, actually. And I guess that's about it, other than these other couple of units here. So we're going to take a look at Kotori. Hopefully I said her name right. Maxed out, she is another strength and agility. 15% HP regen, I guess that's 20. For strength units, that's really good. Now, we have Hime? No. The Hestia from the Hime collab, who does something similar. I believe it's strength and HP. So it's very similar to that. Yeah. So 8 and 10. 8 and 10 non-max and versus 10 and 15, I believe. Yeah, 10 and 15 versus just a 20. And then Hestia is strength-focused as well. But you're also only getting 10 versus getting 15 here. Or, excuse me, you're getting 15 on both, actually, if you're maxed out. But if you're not maxed out, you obviously get less. So if you're just looking for an HP buffer, you would want to obviously have her. And she has a very good stat distribution. And you know what? I think that she's really good, particularly if you have the Artemis, because Artemis is a very good strength-specific buffer, especially because strength buffing doesn't stack between units. So, like, those two make a very good combo. It just kind of depends on your team setup as to whether or not you wanted an all-in-one type of unit like Hestia, or if you want to run both. And, of course, there are their regular stats to take into consideration as well. So for the last unit before we get out of here, I do want to take a look at the duo, Kaguya and Lily Ruka. So we're going to take a look at Lily. A's and everything. Okay. Except for the agility. But that's pretty good. Charm resist plus 100%. So you're not getting charmed. Damage received. Attack type all targets minus 7%. Not bad. I don't know how to gauge that one. The second part is good, but I don't know how common charm is. So not bad. And also, I'm guessing you can get more, because I don't know why you wouldn't be able to, and they aren't on the banner, so you got to be able to get them from the event. So that's what I will say. And I don't know why they would. I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time they've given out a unit and made you have to summon for other dupes for them, though. Pretty sure they've done it before. Like Hestia. I believe you start off with a Hestia, don't you? The strength boosting Hestia, and then you have to summon dupes for her. Anyways, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I am going to be doing some summons with my mainly free-to-play Iris this time. So we'll see how we can do, and then I'll come back and maybe do some more for these manners. So thank you all for tuning in. Hit that subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next DanMachi Memoria Freese video. Take it easy, everybody.